Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a crucial topic that's been making headlines and keeping a lot of people up at night. How to survive a potential recession in 2025. Now, I'm not about fear-mongering, but I do believe in being prepared. We've seen some crazy economic times lately, and experts are predicting there's a good chance we could be headed for another downturn. So, in this video, we're going to break down exactly what a recession is, what causes it, and most importantly, give you actionable steps to not just survive, but thrive, even if the economy takes a hit. Let's get started. Before we dive into survival strategies, let's make sure we're all on the same page about what a recession actually is. You've probably heard it thrown around in the news, but it's more than just a scary word. In the simplest terms, a recession is a period of significant economic decline that lasts for an extended period, typically several months or even years. It's not just a bad week or two in the market, it's a sustained downturn. Economists use a bunch of fancy indicators to officially declare a recession. But one of the biggest ones is a country's gross domestic product, or GDP. When the GDP, which measures the total value of goods and services produced, shrinks for 2 consecutive quarters, that's a big red flag. But here's the thing, recessions aren't just about numbers on a chart. They have real-world consequences that impact all of us. Businesses start to struggle, which can lead to layoffs and hiring freezes. People lose their jobs, consumer spending drops, and the whole economy can feel like it's grinding to a halt. Now, I know this might sound scary, but understanding what we're dealing with is the first step to being prepared. Because here's the truth. Recessions are a natural part of the economic cycle. They've happened before, and they'll happen again. The good news is that by understanding the signs and taking the right steps, we can weather the storm and come out stronger on the other side. So, we know a recession means the economy is shrinking, but what causes this to happen in the first place? It's usually a perfect storm of factors that collide to create the downturn. One of the biggest culprits is high inflation. We've all seen prices going up at the grocery store and the gas pump. When inflation gets out of control, it erodes people's purchasing power. This can lead to decreased consumer spending, a major driver of economic growth. Another major factor is consumer confidence. When people feel uncertain about the future, they cut back on spending. This drop in demand can ripple through the economy, impacting businesses and leading to further job losses. Global events can play a huge role in triggering recessions. Think about the 2008 financial crisis or recent supply chain disruptions. These events can send shockwaves through the global economy. And let's not forget about government policies. Interest rates, taxes, and regulations can all have a significant impact on economic activity. Sometimes, these policies have unintended consequences that contribute to a recession. The bottom line is that recessions are complex events with multiple contributing factors. Understanding these causes can help us make more informed decisions about our finances. Now, while recessions impact everyone, it's not an equal opportunity event. The reality is that recessions hit the middle class and those living in poverty the hardest. They often bear the brunt of economic downturns, and here's why. First and foremost, job losses tend to be concentrated in industries that employ a large number of middle and lower income workers, such as retail, hospitality, and manufacturing. These are often the first jobs to go when businesses start tightening their belts. And even if you manage to keep your job, you might face reduced hours or a pay cut, putting a strain on your already tight budget. And let's not forget about the rising cost of living. Inflation affects everyone, but it disproportionately impacts those who are already struggling to make ends meet. Think about it. If you're living paycheck to paycheck, even a small increase in the price of groceries or gas can throw your entire budget off track. And with wages often failing to keep pace with inflation, it becomes even harder to afford basic necessities. This is why it's so important to be proactive and take steps to protect yourself financially, especially if you're in a vulnerable economic position. Building an emergency fund, diversifying your income, and cutting unnecessary expenses can make a world of difference when times get tough. Remember, knowledge is power. By understanding how recessions disproportionately impact certain segments of the population, we can advocate for policies that provide a safety net and support those who need it most. Okay, so we've covered the what and the why of recessions. Now let's get to how to survive and thrive during an economic downturn. It's not about having a ton of money or being a Wall Street whiz. It's about making smart choices and taking control of your finances. The first step is to build an emergency fund. Think of it as your financial safety net for unexpected storms. Aim for 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. Even small, consistent contributions add up over time. Automate a small amount from each paycheck into savings. Next, cut unnecessary expenses. Identify areas to cut back without sacrificing quality of life. Do you need that daily latte or unused gym membership? Could you switch to a cheaper phone plan or negotiate a lower rate on insurance? Small changes can make a big difference. Now, let's dive into 5 specific strategies that can help you not just survive, but thrive during a recession. 1. Build that emergency fund. We talked about this earlier, but it's worth repeating. Having a cash cushion can be a lifesaver during tough economic times. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your savings grow. 2. Slash those unnecessary expenses. Time to channel your inner frugality ninja. Review your budget, identify areas where you can cut back, and redirect that money towards your emergency fund or debt repayment. 3. Diversify your income streams. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Explore side hustles, freelance work, or passive income opportunities to create multiple streams of income and reduce your reliance on a single job. 4. Invest wisely, don't panic. Recessions can be scary, but it's important not to panic and make rash investment decisions. Instead, focus on a long-term strategy, diversify your portfolio, and consider working with a financial advisor if needed. 5. Enhance your skills, level up. Use this time to invest in yourself. Take online courses, learn new skills, or pursue certifications that can make you more marketable to potential employers. And there you have it, a crash course on surviving and thriving during a recession. Remember, While recessions are a natural part of the economic cycle, they don't have to derail your financial goals. By taking proactive steps to build a solid financial foundation, you can weather the storm and come out stronger on the other side. So, stay informed, stay focused, and remember, you've got this. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more tips on financial survival. Stay safe and see you in the next video.